Holy fucking shit. You guys, I am nervous right now. This is the first time, I think ever, that I'm sitting down about to speak to the Hangover series, and I'm nervous. I'm scared to tell you guys about my actions this weekend. I didn't do anything bad, but I didn't do anything good. There was nothing bad, but nothing good. I woke up with a little bit of anxiety. I feel like that's what we could call it. And a little bit of not wanting to share my actions. And I was telling my friends, I don't know if I can tell the Hangover series about our weekend. And they're like, you have to tell the Hangover series about our weekend. I'm like, I just feel like it was a little bit much. I feel like there was a little bit too much going down. But I have to tell you guys because I can't leave you guys out. So I'm very grateful right now that I don't have a camera and you guys can't see me and you guys can't look at me and judge me for what I'm about to tell you, because I would be hiding under blankets right now because I would be really scared to show face. But luckily, I don't have to show any face. I just have to tell you guys. I feel like I'm at a confessional. Did anyone else have to go to church when they were younger and you would have to confess your sins? It's kind of what I feel like I'm doing right now, except I'm telling the Hangover series. So it's all going to be okay. But welcome back. I have seriously missed you guys. And I'm extremely nervous. But let's get into it. Let's go over the topics that we're going to be going through from this weekend, just so you guys are a little bit prepared for what's coming and what you can look forward to in today's confessional. So what we're going to be talking about today is BYOB, Cosmos, of course, jazz blues, a wedding, a birthday dinner, the redheaded piano, an engaged man with an evil friend, old men and tequila shots, a random driver, identical twins again, a kiss, Taco Bell, a burrito, security, and the Super Bowl. So we have a lot of topics to go over, and I'm feeling like we should just dive right in. To set the vibe of the weekend, we have a birthday going on, and we also have a visitor. This was a visitor I'd never met. It was my future roommate's best friend was in town. So I feel like a birthday plus a visitor equals crazy. It equals let's get fucked up. And I know last week I was talking about how I needed a weekend where I was just getting extra crazy and getting extra drunk. And this weekend definitely delivered that. So to start off the weekend on Friday, we went to a restaurant that was BYOB. And for those of you that don't know what BYOB means, because someone might not know, it means bring your own booze. I've never been to a restaurant that was BYOB. I've never just gone in and been let me open my own alcohol. Don't need you to serve me. And the concept of a BYOB restaurant is iconic and I'm obsessed with it and I want to go to more of them. Except next time I'm we should just bring an entire handle of Tito's. Maybe not a handle, but a bottle of Tito's. That would have been, I think BYOB means just bring whatever. So you can definitely do that. But the restaurant we went to, I forget the name of it, but we got Chinese food. It was delicious. And we brought the 15% Cosmos from Trader Joe's. I thought that we were banned from those. If you're oh, I thought you were never drinking those again. I also thought that. But we were we know what gets us fucked up. And it's those 15% fucking Cosmos at Trader Joe's. So we're going to go get those. And we're going to bring them to BYOB. Because they taste like juice. And they get you feeling correctly. No shots are needed when you have that. So we go to dinner. And we had a Cosmo at the house before we went to dinner. Then we get to dinner and we're probably we've all completed 2 Cosmos. And we're talking about something. And all of a sudden I'm I think I'm starting to get drunk. And I've only had 2 Cosmos and there's broccoli beef next to me. We're eating the broccoli beef. We're drinking more Cosmos. We're on our 3rd Cosmo and I'm I'm getting drunk. So we finish our drinks. We're feeling good. We're feeling correct. We ran across the street to go to a store to get some like allergy medicine. I was trying to convince the people to give us like free shots, and they're like, absolutely not. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why sometimes when I have 3 Cosmos, I think I can just like walk into a store and be like, I demand free shots. Like, I don't know who I turn into, but basically they were not having that. But they were selling my friends liqueur gummies. They had liqueur gummies at this shop. So if you forgot about liqueur gummies, don't forget and go run and buy them to cure your hangovers. Anyways, we stopped there, got some allergy medicine, and then we noticed a bar from across the street. From across the way, we noticed this bar with like 4 bouncers outside of it. So it's a little bit intriguing, you know, like what is in there that requires 4 bouncers? So we go over there and we cross the street and we're like, what's the vibe? Can we come in? And they're like, it's a $20 cover. And we're like, we can't hear those words. Like, we would like to come in for free. We don't know what $20 means. We know what for free means because we are women. And the guy is like, I cannot let you in for free right now. You have to pay $20. And we're like, well, what's even inside? And he says it's like a jazz, blues, live music, which I'm actually all about. I love live music, but I didn't want to pay for it because I don't think our initial vibe going out was to listen to like blues. Our initial vibe was to like, I don't know what our vibe was, but I don't think we were like, yeah, we want to listen to sad blues. So we're like, we can't partake in this. We're going to leave if we're not getting in for free. And he's like, come back later and I'll let you guys in for free. And we're like, okay, understood. So we go to none other than Lottie's, my friend's favorite bar. We head to Lottie's. We got there extremely early. I think it was like 9 p.m., 8 p.m. maybe. And we're like, wait, we are so drunk and it is so early in here that there are still chairs on the floor. Normally the chairs and the tables are gone, but like not today. Like, we got there so early. We start talking to these men. They're buying us shots and we're drunk. And then we went back to the blues place. Like, we actually went back to the blues place and went inside. I think I was a little bit too drunk at this point, but I know that we went inside for free, checked out the vibes. We're like, okay, there's actually live jazz music in here. Once I was inside, I was like, okay, I totally see why people have to pay to get in here. It was really cool, but I think we were just on a too drunk of level to be in this bar. Like, I don't think people were taking tequila shots. I think people were drinking glasses of wine. So we quickly left that place and Ubered to the Hangy Uppy. But we didn't go in the Hangy Uppy. This is like a normal occurrence for us. We typically think we can go in and then we get there and then we realize how drunk we are that we don't actually go inside because it's a $20 cover. So we don't ever end up going inside. That's exactly what happened this night. We were there and then we're like, we're too drunk. So we go home. All is well. I feel like this night, you know, I was really drunk, but I didn't make any silly decisions. All was good, but fuck the Cosmos. So the next day comes around and it's a birthday dinner. It's our friend's birthday. I love a birthday. We love dinner. We love everything. We went to this restaurant that was in Omasake, and I had never gone to that before, so I was really excited about it. I got to try a lot of different sushi pieces that I probably wouldn't typically order. They were all super delicious, and I love that you get to try like one piece at a time because, I mean, not that I remember any of the pieces' names, not that I could reorder, but I just like that I got to try all of them. And at this restaurant, I got a lychee martini. I'll show you guys a picture, but the lychee is good. I love a lychee martini, or is it lychee? Shit, no one fucking correct me. But whatever it is, I had one. It looked like a little shrimp was in there, but it wasn't a shrimp. Don't be fooled. But it was delicious. Had some cocktails. Began to pregame, and all was swell. After dinner, we go back to our friend's house and we begin to have a little pregame. And at the pregame, we decided that every single one of us had to do a dare. And you just had to accomplish it that night. I don't think anybody did their dare except for me. I don't actually like a dare, but the dare that I was given, I feel like it was just natural to me. So the dare that I was given was I had to bark at a man while they were talking to me, just like mid-conversation, just start like barking at them. I think I was supposed to do it 3 times. I only did it 1 time because I was just like, I don't think this is a place to be barking at people, but I did bark at a man. He actually didn't really seem fazed by the bark. He just was like, this girl needs another shot. Like, he was probably trying to be like, get her a shot so she like doesn't bark at us again. But that was my dare, in case you were wondering. I don't know what anyone else's dares were. I like do not remember, but I know that no one did them. But the bar that we went to was called the Red-Headed Piano Bar. And I've actually always wanted to go inside of this place. So I was very happy that we did. It was really crowded, like so crowded. Like I feel like they were letting way too many people in, but also I feel like that's just the vibe of the bar, is to be crowded. And they basically have a pianist and they're playing live piano and singing at the same time. You can request songs. The vibes are just up. And for some reason, like we did pregame, but I feel like we all like showed up and were like, not the level of drunk that we wanted to be. So we just like started getting lots of shots. I think we took like 5 shots in total here, and the shots were very large. Like I could not even finish it because they were so big. I know we got shots from this one man. I know I bought shots. And then I go over to these 2 men across the room because one of them was like remotely attractive. So I go over there to try to finesse us more shots. My initial goal was to go and just get us some more shots from these men. So I start talking to them. They seem friendly. I can tell like they don't want to buy us shots. So that's where self-promotion for the Hangover series comes in. When they're like, I don't want to buy you a shot. They don't even like me. So I'm like, the Hangover series. And I start telling them about it. One of them seemed curious and knowing more about the Hangover series. The other one thought I was the stupidest person he'd ever seen and was like, there is no way that anyone wants to listen to you speak for more than 5 seconds. And I'm like, there is no way that you are still talking to me. Like, go sit down, go somewhere else. Like, give me 5 stars. Like, all I wanted was 5 stars. I didn't need a bad attitude, sir. I didn't need your little hate comments. So that man went and sat down actually, because he was apparently just in a bad mood. And his friend continues to talk to me. He's like asking more about the podcast. He gives me 5 stars. He says he's going to be an active listener to the Hangover series. So if you're listening right now, I'm sorry, but I feel like I just have to tell the pod that you are this kind of person, which I didn't know these kind of people existed. Anyways, we're talking and he's like, your friend over there keeps checking me out. And I'm like, who? And he's like, the Latina. And I'm like, we'll call her Amanda. So he's like, your friend over there keeps checking me out. And I'm like, who? And he's like, the Latina. And I'm like, Amanda? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, really? And he's like, well, tell her I'd hook up with her, but I'm engaged. And shows me the ring on his finger. Is anyone else shook? Like, do I need to re-say that? Like, I feel like we're all shook right now, but I can re-say it if we need. This man who says he's going to start listening to the Hangover series at the Red-Headed Piano said, your friend keeps checking me out. And then when I said her name, he's like, tell your friend that I would hook up with her, but I'm engaged. And shows me the ring on his finger. Literally disgusting. I was speechless. And just turned around and went back to my friends. Like, what? I cannot believe, like, I was scared to get a boyfriend, but now I'm scared to get a fiance. Like, are men that are engaged and, like, men that are married just out here saying things like that? Like, that is the craziest thing ever. You're supposed to be getting married to the love of your life, and you're out here telling other girls that if you weren't engaged, you would hook up with them. Is this, I mean, like, shit, like, my bad. Like, maybe I should check people's hands before I even approach them, but like, I was not doing that. But I'm like, oh my gosh, like, he shouldn't have even wanted to hear about the Hangover series. Like, he should have cut me off right then and there. Like, he should not be engaging with any women. He should be at home massaging his fiance's feet. But he's out being a fucking gremlin. Like, it's sickening. It's literally sickening. So I see why women don't trust men. Like, I have a hard time because I've been cheated on. But, like, now I'm going to have to be worried about my fiance doing the same thing. After that, obviously, I was feeling super scared of men. Like, so scared that I was like, I need another shot. So I went up to these old men and I'm like, can we take tequila shots? And they're like, yeah. That's what I love about an old man sometimes. Like, they don't even question it. They know that all you want is a tequila shot. They know that you're just a little girl that just deserves a tequila shot, and they don't ask any questions sometimes. You know, sometimes they do get really weird and you're like, okay, you're like 80 years old. But sometimes they're just like, this girl just needs a shot. And they provided. They provided for us. So after all of that happened, I think we were all like, we should leave this bar. The vibes in here just got weird. There's engaged men in here being weird, and we need to leave. So at this point, everything is getting so blurry, and it's very foggy, what I'm about to describe. But to my knowledge, I thought that we just went outside and there was like a driver. And I thought that we were just like, can you drive us to the next bar? And that he just drove us there. But I guess the context is that's kind of what happened. We kind of were like, can you drive us? And he was like, it costs money. And we're like, it's around the block. And he's like, okay, fine. It's $20. So that is what we did. And he drove us there. And he got us there safely. And I have his business card. And I think his name was Rob. His name ought to have been Ron. But I think his name was Rob. And Rob got us there safely. Apparently, he looked at one of our friends and was like, if she wants to get inside, she's going to need to look sober. And we're like, are we down that bad? Like, I wish I remembered more of this. But basically, he drove us to the Hangy Uppy. And the Hangy Uppy is the place that I've been talking about that we go to, and then we just never go inside because it's the $20 cover, and every time we show up, we are just like, we are too drunk to be going inside. So we're waiting in line. The guy's like letting us all in, and then he sees one of our friends, and he's like, I don't know about her. Like, I don't know if she can come in here. And someone was like, she's wearing heels. Like, that's why she can't walk. Like, she's wearing heels, which I'm like, oh my gosh. Was it that bad? Like, I wish I could have remembered more, but they still let us in anyways. And then I had to go to the bathroom because I have the bladder of a turtle. So I had to pee extremely bad. And so this is all so blurry. So blurry. So bear with me here, but I'm going to describe it the way that I am trying to remember it. There were so many people in here, and I don't ever know what this place looks like in person because it's always blurry, that I was like, where's the bathroom? And so I found a man, and I'm like, do you know where the bathroom is? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, can you take us there? And so I think he like grabbed my hand, I grabbed my friend's hand, and we start journeying to the bathroom. And we get to the bathroom, and he looks at me and he's like, can I have a kiss? And guys, like, I don't like PDA, and I don't even know your first name. I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you do for work. Like, who are you? And so he's like, can I have a kiss? And I was like, what? I looked over and I was like, oh my God, that guy looks identical to him. And I'm like, oh my God, he's an identical twin. And then I just went to the bathroom, and then my friend was like telling me some tea. And then I'm just like, I think I just kissed a boy. I don't really remember this, but this is what I was told. So yeah, no, I should not have been in public because that's just like not even who I am about. But I think he was blonde. My friend said he was hot. There's two of them. He has an identical twin. If anyone's interested, I would not recognize them if I saw them in public. I don't even know their names. But basically that happened, and then we were like, yeah, we should probably go home, which I think I'm just banning myself from going to this bar because every time we go to this bar, it's like we pay to get in, and then we're all like so drunk. Once we get in, like I feel like the drunk wave hits you. Like there's so many people and there's loud music and there's lots going on that you're just like, I'm drunk. And I'm drunk. And I'm drunk. And I need to go home. And I'm drunk. So then I get an Uber home. And when I tell my Uber stories, I feel like people probably think that I have a terrible Uber rating. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, you have a great Uber rating. But I hope that you guys know that I do have a great Uber rating. I have a 4.9. It was 5 stars for so long, but now it's not. But I have taken like 500 Uber rides. So a 4.9 out of 500 rides, like pretty slay. So I get an Uber and we're on the way home and I'm like starting to get really hungry. My stomach is growling at me and I'm like, I need a burrito and I need it now. And then I remembered that a Taco Bell opened like just recently by my apartment, like a block away. So I was like about to add the stop at Taco Bell and then I'm like, Mr. Uber, would you hate me if I made a stop at Taco Bell right now? Because it's not like a drive-thru or anything, like you have to go inside. So I was like, he's gonna have to wait 5 minutes. And he's like, like which Taco Bell? I'm like, there is a new one a block away from where we're going. I need a burrito really badly right now. So he's like, okay, fine, we can go. Then I'm like, probably annoying the fuck out of him because I'm like, what do you like at Taco Bell? What's your favorite thing on the menu? Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink? What do you want? What do you want? And he's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, what about a cheesy roll up? And he's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, what about the beefy $5 burrito? He's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, what about, he's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, okay. What about a Sprite? He's like, I don't want anything. I'm like, okay. So then I'm about to get out of the car and then I'm like, wait, don't leave me here, right? Like, cause I have like 2 stops. Like, I have another stop at my house after this. I'm like, don't leave me here. And he's like, I'm like, please wait. He's like, I'm like, please. I just offered you food. Please. Like, I will be so fast. I know exactly what I want. And he's like, okay, fine. I'll wait for you. I will not leave you. You know, like, you can't leave a young woman at Taco Bell. Actually, though, like, I would have been pissed. So I run inside. I'm ordering so many burritos. I'm ordering a cheesy gordita crunch. I am ordering every single hot sauce and like 20 of them. And then I like turn around and then I'm like, oh my God, this guy looks so familiar. And he's waiting in line for the bathroom. And then I'm like, oh my God, you're my Uber. And he's like, girl. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I was just really excited to see a familiar face. And then I realized it's because you're the man driving me home. And then I was talking to another person in there for a second while I was waiting for my food. I think he was like, what is this girl on? And I was like trying to learn because it's a Taco Bell cantina. And I was told that Taco Bell cantinas like serve alcohol. Not that I wanted alcohol. Not that I needed alcohol. I didn't want any more alcohol. I was just like curious. Like what it looked like what do they mean they have alcohol? And he was telling me that's not what that means and they don't serve alcohol. And I was like, what? I thought Taco Bell Cantina meant that they served alcohol here. And he was saying it's a special menu that they sell here. But I'm like, I think you're wrong. But I do remember like I went to a Taco Bell Cantina before and I don't remember them having alcohol either. So I don't know. But I also asked the Uber driver about it and he said he had no idea what I was talking about. So maybe I was asking my question incorrectly, but I just wanted to know if the Taco Bell Cantina sells alcohol. Like, maybe they were all just saying no because they're like, this girl does not need any more alcohol. No, they don't sell it. But I'm like, I didn't even want it, guys. I came for the beefy $5 burrito with 4 sides of cheese sauce. I have so much sauce. I think I had grabbed like 100 hot sauces and I ordered 4 cheese sauces and so many burritos. So then I get back to my apartment and this is when I'm never like an aggressive drunk. Like I'm not like a mean, angry drunk, but like I would say I have my sassy moments when I'm at that level. And like, not only was I tired, but I was so hangry, okay? Like I was so hungry. My stomach was growling and then I get to my apartment, every door is locked. And, you know, I get locking the doors at 2 a.m. for like safety purposes, but there is like security downstairs. So like normally one of the doors is unlocked because there's like literally a person standing right there. So I like go to open the first door, it's locked. I go to open the next door, it's locked. I go to open the next door, it's locked. Like my hands are full. And the security guy inside is like, use your keys. And I was like, can you come open the door for me, please? Like my hands are full. Like I don't want to have to put my Taco Bell on the ground and like look for my keys. Like, please come open the door. And he's like, use your keys. Like, I'm not coming to open the door. And I don't know why that like angered me so much, but I was like, bruh, like I have to put my Taco Bell on the floor to find my keys. I'm drunk. Like, just let me in. So I gave him the middle. I gave him like a tiny little middle finger action. And like, I did not need to do that. And I immediately was like, why did I just do that? Like, girl. So like, it wasn't like a full on like middle finger. It was like a little, like a half C, like a little like, meow, you know, like to myself. And then I get my keys and I go inside and I'm like, I've never seen this receptionist before. So I'm like, where is my girl that works here? Like, because my favorite receptionist, every time I get home drunk on Saturdays, she's working and I love her. So I'm always like so excited to see her when I'm drunk. So I'm like, where is she? And he's like, she's not here tonight. It's me. I'm like, wait, tell me more about yourself. I've never seen you before. And he is telling me a little bit about himself, and I guess no one could like cover someone's shift, so they like hired him. I don't really know. He's like telling me information, and I'm like, well, I'm really sorry for flipping you off. I just didn't understand why the doors were locked. And he's like, I didn't even notice that you flipped me off. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing more confessionals right now. And so I didn't know how to like, I feel like he wasn't taking my I'm sorry as authentically as he should have been. Like I feel like the words I'm sorry weren't clicking in his brain. So I'm like, do you want my burrito that I just got at Taco Bell? Like, what? And he's like, yeah, I want your burrito that this drunk girl just got at Taco Bell. And he's like, yeah, I'll take the burrito. I was like, wait, really? Like, do you forgive me if I give you the burrito? And he's like, yeah. So I give him my burrito. And then I'm like, what sauces do you want? I have hot, I have Diablo, I have mild, I have medium, I have breakfast salsa. I literally had every salsa they sell. I have verde. And he's like, I'll take this. And I'm like throwing them at him. I'm throwing them at him. And he's like, I love my job. That's what he said. I love my job. And I was like, I don't like myself right now because I don't know why I just gave you my burrito that I was so passionate about eating. Thank God I had 3 more. Thank God I had 3 more burritos. So then I'm making my journey to the elevator to go upstairs. And I'm getting in the elevator and there's this couple standing there. And I said, can I ask you guys for advice? I have no fucking clue what I was about to ask them, but this is what like gave me anxiety. Like honestly, nothing else from this weekend gave me anxiety more than this moment. I said, can I ask you guys a question? I assumed that I was going to ask them, like, how do I get the burrito back that I just gave that man? And like, why would I give him my burrito? I think I was going to ask them something to do with that. And they looked at me after I said that and they were like, we're just going to get the next elevator. I'm like, what? Do I look scary right now? Like, what do you mean you're just going to get the next elevator? Like, do I look concerning? Do I look scary? You don't want to get in the elevator with me? Like, maybe that's not something I should have been offended by, but I was like really offended. I'm like, do they think I'm weird? Maybe they were in like an intimate conversation, you know, who knows? But I did not want to go downstairs the next morning, and I don't ever want to see them again because I'm scared of them, because they were scared of me. So now I'm scared of them. But honestly, it's probably good that they didn't get in the elevator with me now that I'm thinking about it, because I probably would have given them my Taco Bell, since apparently I was just like handing it out like that was my job. I probably would have given them the rest of my Taco Bell. So I'm happy they didn't get in the elevator. And who fucking knows what I was about to ask them? Like, why, when I am so drunk, I'm like trying to have like full-on conversations with people about things that don't even matter, like my Taco Bell order. So yeah, basically I think I ate like a little bit of the Taco Bell, and then I woke up the next morning and forgot that it was Super Bowl Sunday. And my friend was like, do we really need to watch the Super Bowl? I'm like, yes. I literally don't care about football any day except for the Super Bowl. I never watch football. I'll go like to an in-person game. I'm never like watching it though until it comes down to the Super Bowl. Then I'm like passionately watching it, like watching the touchdowns and watching all the plays. Then I'm like passionate about it. And obviously because there's a halftime show. We went and watched the Super Bowl, and my friend, I think we had like so much happiness this weekend and so much excitement behind the BYOB that my friend is reading the menu for the place we're going for the Super Bowl. And she's like, it's BYOB. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Should we get a bottle of wine? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, where do you see that it's BYOB on this menu? Like, how do you know that? It's like a sports bar. It doesn't look like it would be BYOB. And she's like, it's at the bottom of the menu. It says BYOB. And I'm like scrolling down on the menu and I'm like, babe, it says BYO under pizza. Like, it has all these pizza, like flatbread, whatever, buffalo, chicken. And then it says BYO. And then I'm like, okay, I think it means build your own because it has like sausage, onions, like every topping you could imagine under that. So thank God someone double checked that, aka me. Thank God I went and double checked the menu to make sure that we didn't just show up with wine. Can you imagine we just like go to the bar and we're like, we have all this wine and they're like, this is not a BYOB. And then we're like, the menu says to build your own fucking pizza, not to bring your own alcohol. They would have thought we are the stupidest people alive. So I'm glad we did not pull up with our own wine. I had 4 Aperol Spritz watching the Super Bowl, and I didn't even feel like drunk. But my friend was saying, like, when you drink so much the day before, it takes a lot to catch up. I'm like, okay, so I don't ever want to drink again. Honestly, after telling you guys about my weekend and what I was up to and what I was doing and the decisions that I made, I actually feel a lot better. I feel a lot better getting it off my chest and telling you guys. Maybe that's why I was feeling nervous, because you guys didn't know what I was doing. And I needed to share this with you. I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And I will catch you guys next week.